sitting at my desk. I literally was sitting there watching YouTube because I was like, do I want to play Stardew Valley? Do I want to download and install Stepmania like I said I would? Do I want to just do other stuff? And I remembered, I was like, oh yeah, I was also gonna swift it away instead of actually killing it, so I have no idea if it's still in my room or not. So I was like, okay, well, I can't stay here, so freaking streaming Nonary Games it is. Also, the PS4 controller is, like, dying, so I don't know how long it's gonna be, but we'll see. Freaking, it bit me everywhere. Oh my word, it bit me 3 times on the same thumb? The heck, mosquito? What the frick? Why? Freaking, I don't even use this hand! What the frick? This is, freaking trauma of this. Anyway. Here we go. Why do people betray or whatever? Why did this mosquito betray me? This is so messed up. Anyway, let's continue VLR because this game will take forever. Especially because I claimed that I remember a puzzle and then I forgot how to do it. Plus, I don't know. I don't know how long this stuff's gonna last. The controller might die. I love how I'm like wasting time. It's like storming also, so I don't know like if like internet will stay. And the PS4 itself even just said like, oh yeah, your internet's not sufficient to broadcast or whatever.
Actually, there's a little bit more, but
I did not expect that voice. Oh right, we're voting. I forgot. Frick. Do we want to like, you know, be nice and ally, or do we want to just betray everybody and be like?
No.
My whole arm is itchy.
I won't wait and I can't wait.
What is this?
Didn't you hear me? It is time!
It's time. Oh, frick.
1 minute remains until Ambidex game polling closes.
Isn't it obvious?
You see, it's time for me to be hopping on out of here.
You freaking control that voice. Don't even.
Later.
Oh.
Have a nice trouble.
What?
We don't have time to talk about this.
I look so done.
Choose betray.
What? What? You're kidding. You really want me to betray Luna? Freaking Luna? The icon that's literally right there on the top right of my screen?
We don't know if she'll ally or not.
Well, I mean...
If we choose ally and she chooses betray, we're screwed.
Yeah, but she's pretty.
That's a loss of 2 points.
Well, I mean... She would get, like, 3 points. That's cool.
You tell me, Sigma. What's 3 minus 2?
You tell me, Phi. Isn't it obvious? What kind of idiot do you think I am? It's 1, obviously. Obviously.
Exactly. If our BP gets down to 1, it's over.
What?
So?
Why? Wait. What do you mean by it's over?
30 seconds remain.
I have freaking mosquito bumps all over my arm and thumb. There's like 3 on my thumb.
Just press the damn button!
Why don't you press it? What am I gonna do? I'm just freaking. What do you think I'm gonna do? How'd you know my name? What the frick? And that old lady's dead body. What the frick is up with that? You didn't even blink. That's weird. It's like you knew. Doxes! Whoa! I didn't expect you to be here. If you watch the beginning of this video, you'll see that I'm streaming because there was a mosquito in my room and it bit me like 80 times, and now I'm in the room trying to escape. My arm is so like, it's like a pincushion right now. Ugh. It's the worst. It's the worst.
Fine.
Fine. Why is it fine?
If you won't do it, then I
don't think so. I'm not gonna move until you give me an answer, cause you know what? I'm a man. Besides, it's gonna automatically vote us ally anyway. So, let's hear it. What are you hiding? No pie. Yeah, I'm just stupid. It's just gonna throw up on the channel and whatever. I'll talk to myself and the mosquito that literally turned... My arm is like puffy. Like, I'm one of those people that has like a more, not severe, but a more sensitive allergy to mosquito bites. To the saliva that... See, because it's not like... See, freaking, it's not enough.
10 seconds remain.
Let's just learn about mosquitoes today.
Closes.
Freaking, it's not enough that mosquito,
9,
like, saliva
8,
keeps your
7,
platelets from closing up the hole or
5,
whatever. But
4,
I have an allergy to it, so that's great.
3.
So yeah,
2,
my thumb is like literally blowing up. It's
When your
fantastic.
BP hits 0, you die.
Well,
That's
what?
what I meant.
1.
Why did you? What the frick? I love how it's not timed. It would have been more hilarious if it was timed. Fi, what the heck? You can't just tell somebody that. You know what? As you could tell by my freaking icon at the top of the screen, I don't want to betray Luna, so I'm not gonna betray her. Did it? I did it. Besides, I don't want to listen to fight
Round
anyone.
1.
She shouldn't have waited so long to tell me like that
been
important piece of
completed.
information.
Results will be displayed in the warehouse.
Oh great.
Thank you for your participation.
No, thank
Ambidex
you.
gates now opening.
I was like, thank you for your participation. I could have just not voted and it would have been automatic. Whatever, pre-recorded nonsense. Fine, I stepped out of the AB room and I could see the others running toward the monitor, shoving and pushing to get closer. Oh great, it's like Black Friday. Tenmyoji was left behind, his footsteps in a slow, heavy plod. Mostly because he's an old guy. Poor guy. What had happened like that? His oldness!
What was that, Sigma?
What? Huh?
Don't play dumb. You chose ally. Didn't you hear me?
You chose not to tell me until the last minute. Literally second. Freaking, you should have told me earlier.
I told you that if your BP drops to 0, you die.
Well, it didn't drop to 0. It dropped to 1. Yeah, I heard you. A whole second before the deadline. What is up with that? How can you expect me to think anything through that quick? It would have taken like half a second just to process what you said. And I was already going to vote ally, so I did. Haha.
No, you could have done it.
Mm.
The brain's processing power increases during a crisis.
Okay, this is not a time to be getting all like scientific on me. Let's talk about the moral applications
It
of you
starts working
freaking
so
waiting
fast
till the last
that a
second.
second can seem like an eternity.
Well, your talking seems like an eternity, but I know you're not talking for
Your
a
brain
second.
was doing that right before time ran out, wasn't it?
No.
Well, am I
My
wrong?
brain was looking at my icon and being like, man, she's pretty. Okay, fine. Let's be generous and say hypothetically that you're right about the crisis overclocking thing. How would you know whether or not my brain was doing that? You don't have my brain. Did you crack open my skull while I wasn't looking? You just wedge a microscope in there and have a look at my neurons? Let me be straight with you. Let me be straight with you. Oh, what is happening? Bringing signal. I mean, you just know stuff you shouldn't. Stuff like my name, or how if your BP hits 0 you die. Freaking, you told me you don't know why, but freaking more and more I'm starting to think you've been lying to me, or you're just super lucky when you guess stuff.
Yo, what's up?
Oh my word, why?
Ziggy! Fucko!
Please.
Hey, what are you kids doing over there? We're about to announce the results.
I'm busy having a wiggity conversation with my girl Fi.
Let's go. Time to see what the results are. Maybe it's different this time.
Wait. What? No, you can't just say that and freaking... Explain yourself. Hey! Ugh.
Good.
Oh,
Looks like you're all here.
Finally.
don't give me
Let's
that.
get ready to roll!
You need to talk to Phi. If she's weird.
Ambidex game! Round 1!
Oh boy.
Results!
If everybody would please direct their eyes to this monitor.
Oh boy. Man, I totally love having all those comic book panels there. It's great. Whoa. Dag. Yeah! Ally! We're the only ones here that are nice. Woo!
Here are the results from your game. Now, let us check the numbers on our bracelets.
Boy. I have that sleeve. Thanks, Luna.
Oh, no, it's nothing. You don't have to thank me. I only did what anybody would have done. I believed in you and Phi.
Thank you. Thank you, only nice person in this room ever. I hope everyone heard me. When Luna glanced away, I threw Phi what could only be described as a smug grin. Rather frustratingly, she didn't respond, only turned away unperturbed, as usual. Isn't it obvious? I was about to press the issue when I heard Tenmyoji's voice.
Quark, what happened?
I love how his voice is all calm, but he's all like, what? He's about to like punch someone in the face.
No! It wasn't me! Mr. Dio tricked me! He told me he'd pick Ally!
Dio.
He promised!
Dio.
That's why I let him do the voting!
Is this true, Dio?
Are you serious? This kid's full of shit.
What?
Don't use such language in front of the child. What the frick?
I didn't do squat.
Okay, thanks for changing your language.
Quark was the one who decided how we were gonna vote. You wanna know what he told me?
You just leave the voting to me, Mr. Dio. Grandpa's gonna choose to ally for sure, 'cause I'm his opponent on this one. I think we should betray.
I love that he's being all like, you know, manipulative, but he still called him Mr. Dio. What?
To be honest, I'm getting kinda tired of that grumpy old bastard. He's had a good life, but it's time for him to go. What do you say we leave the old fart here and leave? I've got a plan. Don't worry about me. I'll just tell him you tricked me. He'll believe whatever I tell him. Besides, if he still trusts me, that'll make it easier to use him again later.
What is that hat?
What do you say, Mr. Dio?
You look like a panda.
Pretty good plan, huh? Alright, let's do it.
What? Does that make any sense?
You're lying! I never should have trusted you! Dio! You're a lying jerk!
Sure, kid. Keep whining. See if I care.
Freaking... Wow.
Grandpa, you believe me, right?
I mean, between these two people and the way that they're acting...
Don't let this brat fool you, old man.
Guess...
All of this is just part of his plan.
You bastard!
Language.
I'm not gonna let you get away with this!
That's enough, Quark. Don't lose your temper. How long have I known you? I could be deaf and blind, and I'd still know if you were lying to me.
Really?
You're just as gullible as he said you'd be. Hook, line, and sinker. Let me give you a little warning, Tenmyoji. That little shit is a hell of an actor. I'll bet you money he's a born con man.
Don't call him Nate. That's rude. Don't curse in front of the child.
I don't know what he is to you, but if I were you, I'd trust the kid as far as I could throw him, and at your age, that can't be much. You hearing me, old man? Keep an eye on him.
She's not amused.
It's all right. I understand.
I'm so sorry.
I apologize. This is very unfortunate.
Oh boy. It looked as though another argument had taken place while Quark and Dio were fighting. Whatever it had been about, it appeared to have resolved itself.
The past is the past. There's no point complaining about it. I'll just have to try and get those points back in the next AB game.
Why aren't you wearing a shirt?
Zero, when does the next round start?
What makes you think we'll be having another round?
Well, you said round 1. If there's a round 1, then there's likely a round 2.
Besides, didn't you say the goal of the AB game was to get 9 BP? That's impossible without a second round.
Yeah, I guess you got a point.
Math!
You're right. There will be a second round.
Yay!
When?
I don't know.
Why not?
What?
The voting happens when an AB gate opens.
Happens.
They're already open.
Right, you. So,
Luna, shh!
let me just
Luna!
close.
Dang it, Luna!
The Ambidex game.
Oh, boy.
Round 2 of the Ambidex game will be the Moon round. Moon cards will be required to open the gates.
Yeah, this is the sun round.
Yes, indeedy. Now,
You'll have to look for cards with moons on them.
but I plan on keeping this party going until somebody opens the number 9 door.
Great.
So it's over when someone gets 9 BP.
Nope. As long as that person doesn't open the number 9 door, the game goes on.
Good luck, Docs. You go to the grindstone, and I'm gonna probably die in the warehouse. Yay!
Of course. You could also get stuck just below 9 BP, where every bunny just keeps going back and forth, winning and losing points. After all, if there's no bunny with 9 BP, the door can't open. If that happens, you'll just have to continue on to round 3, and round 4, and round 5, round 100, round 2000. Although,
I don't
I
think.
really, really hope it doesn't come to that.
Hey, can I ask you something?
I don't know. Can you?
Ugh. There's rules about who can go into the secondary doors, right? Like, you have to have 3 people exactly.
Yeah? So?
Well, what about the number 9 door? Are the rules the same?
Nope. There aren't any rules about how many people can go through that door. It could be 1 person, or 2 people, or even all 9 of you.
Will it be all 9 of us?
There is one thing, though, Siggy. All that stuff about how you have to have 3 people to go through the secondary chromatic doors, maybe it's not 100% true.
What? What do you mean?
Well, you can open the door with just 1 or 2 people if you want.
That's not what you told us.
Well,
Then explain it now.
Just use the bracelet.
What?
there's a sort of scanner between the 2 doors. It checks to see if the right people are going through. But that doesn't necessarily mean it's scanning the people.
So, it's scanning the bracelets then?
Ding, ding, ding!
Thing.
As long as the scanner sees the right combination of bracelets, it doesn't matter how many people there are!
Great. Hold on a minute. Do these things even come off?
Oh, yes!
Oh,
They
cool.
do indeed.
Why didn't you tell us? Why didn't we freaking just take them off earlier?
Then how do I take it off?
Well, there's 2 ways. The first is to get through the number 9 door and escape.
Oh, that's
As soon
good.
as you're out, the bracelet unlocks all by itself.
Oh, that's convenient.
What's the second way? Hey, Zero, wake up, will ya? What's the second way?
Oh, Theo. I think you already know.
That's the perfect name for him.
What?
Do you really want to get rid of that bracelet?
Of course I do.
Oh, well, I see. It's easy. Nothing to it, really.
You die.
Oh.
Here's an exciting fact. Your heart creates a bunch of faint electrical impulses.
You know what an electrocardiogram is, right?
No.
Technically,
Yeah.
it's a machine that graphs the electric current flowing across the myocardium, but you probably know it as the thing in the hospital with the little light that goes beep, 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 beep. When someone dies on a TV show.
What a delivery.
Anyway, the point is that you can detect the electricity that your heart makes by pumping blood. Your fancy little bracelets pick up on that. They're always watching.
I'll never look at fitness fitness washes the same way again.
So, when that signal goes away...
The lock on the bracelet releases, right?
Yep! So there you go. The second way. Your heart stops. Your bracelet comes off. Apart from that, there's no other way to get the bracelets off. If you try something harebrained, like trying to break them or something, you'll be disobeying the rules. I don't think I need to remind you what happens when you do that. But if you're lucky, you might get to see a few of them come off during the next round. Oops. I guess it's not going to be very lucky for some of you, huh?
Next round?
Yep.
What do you mean?
Well, do I have to explain everything? Somebody might die during the next round of the AB game.
Or someone could escape. That's another option.
That's pretty clear, right? If I had to guess, I'd say it's going to be 10 Miyaldi or less. One or the other. Or...
it might be both of them.
I hope not.
What?
Why am I going to die?
I guess I can tell you why. Anyone whose BP drops to 0 gets penalized. Just like when you break the rule. I'm pretty sure.
You mean the needles in our bracelets are going to activate and we'll die?
Correct, Siggy. Full marks.
Great. So, I had been right. And her hair is white like the rabbit. Oh, frick. But how had she known before Zero told us?
I see. Alice and I only have 1 BP. That means we'd have less than 0 if we lost 2 points.
What?
What the hell? This is important stuff. Why didn't you tell us about this earlier?
Sorry.
Sorry's not going to cut it. I thought you were supposed to tell us the rules, not hide them.
Well...
Is there anything else you've conveniently left out? It's not fair to make people play a game without explaining all the rules.
I think it's fair. After all, it's not like anybody else knew, right? Right, Fido?
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh, frick! I took a moment to go over everything in my head. The AB game would continue until someone opened the number 9 door. There are no rules about how many people could or couldn't pass through the number 9 door. That meant it was possible for everyone to escape. They had 9 points. The secondary chromatic doors could be opened by any number of people, so long as you had the right bracelets. The bracelet would only unlock under 2 conditions: if you left the building or if your heart stopped. If your BP hit 0, the needles in your bracelet would activate, killing you.
One last thing. The next set of chromatic doors you'll be going through are downstairs. You already saw them, right? There should have been 3. Red, blue, and green.
Yeah,
that means that to get through, you'll need bracelets in cyan, magenta, and yellow.
But wait! You've already got those bracelets!
Man, Zero really wants to test our knowledge of color theory.
Have a look! The color's changed, hasn't it?
Oh. Yeah, it did change. Mine changed from red to cyan.
Me too. Mine's cyan now.
Mine too. Wait, I guess the colors weren't the only thing that changed. It switched from pair to solo.
You're right. Mine switched from solo to pair.
Mine is now a solo as well.
Yep, looks like mine's changed too. I've gone from solo to pair.
I'm still a pair.
The 3 of us seem to be magenta now as well.
I'm yellow. And it still says solo. Fi, you and Dio are yellow now too. Yeah.
Gross.
Looks like I'm a pair.
When did it change? Back when the AB gates closed. As soon as the gates close, your colors get all shuffled up automatically. The pair and solo assignments hop around a bit too. And of course, it's totally random.
Was he serious or sarcastic?
No rules or anything! Now, with all of that explained, I must bid you adieu. Sadly, we may never meet again.
Oh.
What?
Well, there's not really anything for me to facilitate anymore. I mean, you guys are good from here, right?
What is this emotion?
I'll never...
can't.
cry over you dummies.
I can't. What the?
You mad?
Oh,
Anyway,
my word.
good luck. I may be gone, but I'm always watching. Maybe
know.
I'll see you again someday. Have a nice tragedy.
Great.
That little piece of shit. If I could just get my hands on that little fucker, I'd squeeze him till he popped.
That sounds gross. I don't really want to think about that. He's also like a computer program, so what?
So what happens now? We've still got a while until the chromatic doors open.
We should go and see if we can find any other exits. Maybe there's a vent or a disposal chute or something. If there's a chance Zero missed something.
I concur. There's no point in standing around. We lose nothing by looking.
We
And if we
could, like,
find
take a
nothing, we can
nap.
always return and go through the chromatic doors.
Let's split up.
5 minutes would give us a good half hour or so.
Let's meet in front of the chromatic doors 5 minutes before they open then. Any objections?
There were none. After some nods and mumbling, they split up and moved off to investigate. I was the only person who stayed behind. Try as I might, I couldn't think of anything I'd done that could have landed me in Zero's game. I didn't know anyone money. My family certainly wasn't rich. If anyone was hoping to get a ransom payout for me, they were going to be very disappointed. Obviously, I wasn't some kind of genius, nor was I an Olympic athlete. I certainly hadn't been chosen by... What? Had I started a fight with a frightening and mysterious new religion? No. Had I hacked into some terrorist group's server? No. Had I witnessed an assassination? No. Had I gotten wasted and had a one-night stand with the mistress of a prominent politician? Well, yes. But it was only just the one time. And she was the one who went after me. My hot, strapping, college-age body. Yeah. Anyway, I was just an ordinary college student. If there was a reason I'd be inducted and put in the Notre game, I sure couldn't see it. Why was this happening to me? I thought back to what I was doing right before I was taken. The memories were a little blurry, but they were there. Freaking, why do I have like an old car? That car is like super like vintage. That is a retro car. December 25th, 2028. Early morning, California desert. The moon was beautiful. I just finished writing a paper due that day and was heading to my car from the research building. Freaking, it's my fault for being a good student! Oh, I solved everything! The parking lot was empty and the bright moon cast sharp shadows across chilly pavement. The last time I looked at the clock, it had said it was 2 in the morning, which meant that today was Christmas Day. Merry Christmas to me. So why was I at school typing feverishly away on Christmas? Why was school even open? The frick? There were 3 reasons. First, my home computer had suddenly decided to like freaking die. Yeah, that always happens when you're writing a final paper when you're a college student. Why do you have classes on Christmas? The frick, Sigma? When I hit the power button, I just got nothing. I didn't have time to spend all night troubleshooting the stupid thing, so I headed back to campus to use one of the school machines. Second, the professor in charge of my research group was a Buddhist. Christmas didn't appear to have any sort of significance to him. And part of me couldn't shake the thought that he was trying to make some kind of point. That you can't do that though. It's a holiday. That's like illegal. Third, my girlfriend had broken up with me a week before. Of course. I'm sorry. I don't think we should see each other anymore. Goodbye. All I got was that one cold email. Try as I might, I couldn't even get in touch with her. Dang, Sigma. You freaking got dumped in an email. What the frick? Of course, that meant I wouldn't be attending the party we'd been planning on going to. Somehow I didn't think drinking by myself around a bunch of happy couples would be a really good idea. At any rate, I stayed up all night to finish my paper, and emailed it off to my professor before the sun began to rise. As I walked across the parking lot, I felt light. Perhaps it was the relief of finishing my paper, or perhaps it was the 5 energy drinks I chugged to stay awake, or perhaps it was both. I slid into my car and stuck the key into the ignition after only 2 tries. I twisted the key. Nothing happened. Just like my computer, my car had crashed. Oh, frick, that means something different when it's cars. Whoops. I jiggled the key in the slot and tried again. And again. And again. On the 5th try, the engine made an odd creaking noise like metal on metal and fell silent. Well, good thing I'm dressed appropriately for this. I literally am wearing a mechanic's jumpsuit. Why, Sigma? I screamed and pounded on the steering wheel, but nothing worked. The console was supposed to get me a visit from my fist when... Huh? I clawed at the door, and for a moment I thought that it was just my panic and lack of sleep that were keeping me from opening it. It wasn't long before I realized the truth. What was going on? My mind was racing, trying desperately to puzzle out what was happening through a haze of fear and caffeine-fueled neuron misfires. That was when I saw it. Just a glimpse in the rearview mirror, but I was certain there was someone behind my car. I spun around as fast as a very tired college student sitting in a car can. Oh, frick! I recognize that face! Who's there? I mean, I as in Bishop, not I as in Sigma. My vision started to swim as the smoke filled the car. The more of it I inhaled, the heavier my body felt, and I could already feel the world starting to go dark. The last of my strength failed, and I collapsed sideways into the passenger seat. My eyes slowly drooped closed. Well, rip. When they opened again, I was in the AB room with Phi. Why is this happening to me? I spent a few minutes wallowing in misery. I figured I deserved at least a little self-pity. But even I knew that brooding and whining wasn't going to get me anywhere. Like Kay had said, we needed to at least try and find another way out. So I shook my head to clear it, stood up straight, and headed off. Well, we already looked at the lounge when we did that puzzle, so... Quick group orders.